I'm not sure. I was sort of joking before when we said we knew this one was going to go 5 rounds, Kenny. We really thought it would end much sooner than it did.
Yeah, well, it almost did. Both guys landed big shots. It was actually Stipe landing a lot of nice right hands in that first round. We saw the chin of Francis Ngannou in full effect. It was Stipe landing shots from the outside, level changing, putting Francis Ngannou on his back, and just getting him to waste a lot of energy. At one point, Stipe wasn't even hitting him. He was just resting on the back of Francis Ngannou, saying, I'm going to let you carry my weight. I'm going to let you work a lot harder. And I think that really was the strategy that truly paid off. Francis Ngannou just did not have an answer. He was tough to get up, but just wasn't able to do it efficiently.
And Stipe did a really good technique there. You know, so you see a lot of wrestlers do it. It's a wrestling move. When you have a guy and he's tired, you get on the back of his neck and you just hang there. When a guy has to carry you, your weight on the back of his neck, it's just something about that. When a guy's on the back of your neck, you get back up to your feet and your back is tired. The lower back, where your legs control your legs and your movement. And I think that's why we've seen Ngannou almost looked as if he was drunk at one point, coming out and just kind of just wavering and standing there because his legs and his back were tired from Stipe hanging on his neck.
Do you guys ever play Frogger, the video game?
Of course.
That kept jumping into my head, and I'll tell you why. One shot and it's over. From the beginning till the end, I felt like Stipe was dodging cars out in the middle of the freeway. Just even at the end, when he was throwing those tired punches and Ngannou had nothing left, you still got the sense one of those, bam, could finish the fight. I was nervous the entire time. I think the whole crowd was nervous. There was never a moment, even at the end, when I don't think Stipe wasn't at least in some danger. That's the power of Ngannou. That's what he's going to keep.
Rashad, a question for you. You know, we talk about when guys have that feeling that they're underwater, that drowning feeling, and you really saw that with Francis Ngannou. If you can sort of articulate that for people who haven't been that deep in a fight, what it really means when you talk about the lactic acid building up and the feeling that your body just won't respond to your mind.
Yeah, well, your mind is still there, but your body is going to complete shutdown. Your legs and your body that's getting lactic acid push, it fills up with fluid. And you've seen it in the first round. Ngannou's legs seem to double in size. That's just from him getting back up from the takedowns and the squats. But getting back up is what got his legs tired. And when you get that kind of lactic acid build up in your legs, it's hard to really flush it through your body. It takes your corner has to pull your legs out and has to shake out that blood to get some fresh blood in there so you get new oxygen. And they didn't do that. But it's really hard when you get that lactic acid build up because it takes a lot out of your cardio.
Yeah, that's where your anaerobic capacity comes into play, and your muscles are you just feel slow. You get that burning in your chest. Breathing-wise, you feel okay, but your muscles just won't work when you want them to. It's a terrible feeling.
And, Jimmy, I know both of you guys were frustrated with the corner work, what Dewey Cooper and the guys were doing with Francis. No ice. It seemed to be frustrating you a little.
I felt like it was a fighter that was overheating to begin with, and they're wrapping him in towels. There was no real ability to bring his body temperature down, cool him down, get that energy back.
Wake him up.
Yeah, wake him up.
Right.
And, you talk about the fundamentals, the efficiency, Kenny. I didn't hear the instructions about efficiency. Hey, go back to the jab, move around a little bit, try and wake your legs up. It was almost like once the power was gone, there wasn't a backup game there.
And another problem here, too. I mean, I don't want to take apart the guy's corner, but at the end of the day, when you're going against a guy who has a strong wrestling base, you better have a freaking wrestler in your corner.
He didn't have that.
You have to have a wrestler in your corner. You have 2 striking coaches, and they're great striking coaches, but at the end of the day, they're striking coaches. You got to get a wrestler in there who's going to be able to tell you the basics. Hey, because sometimes, or a jiu-jitsu guy, and they're on the bottom. Hey, just shrimp your hips, move your hips. Just little keys like that can remind him those little cliff notes that he had in training that can get him going again.